Hello everyone and welcome to new Warzone mobile video. In this video we are going to see what will be the minimum official requirements for installing the Call of Duty Warzone mobile, and we would also going to explain what will be the recommended requirements and will it be possible to run both Call of Duty mobile and Call of Duty Warzone mobile in the same device. So let's jump into it. So let's look for the Android devices. So first, the minimum OS requirement will be the Android 10. Yes guys, so if your device has less than Android 10, if suppose your device has Android 9, it will not going to support the Call of Duty Warzone mobile. You should require the Android OS more than Android 10. And if we talk about the RAM, you required at least 3 GB RAM to run this game. If you have RAM more than or less than 3 GB, suppose 2 GB or 1 GB, your device not going to support it. So let's discuss about processor. So the minimum requirement for the processor will be Adreno 618 or better. So what exactly this Adreno is basically a mobile graphic card. It is basically for upper mid-range smartphones. So these are basically for Android, like Snapdragon 730 and Snapdragon 730G SoC are include this Adreno 618. So suppose if your device have this processor or greater than that, this game is going to support that. But as those requirements are the minimum requirements, but the game may lag, guys. Yes, if you are meeting the minimum requirement but still your game going to lag, so I'm going to recommend you various requirements. So let's look the recommended requirements for the Android devices. So it will be, you should require at least Android 12 or later, and if you have 6 GB RAM and GPU is Adreno 660 or better. So what exactly Adreno 660 is? It is a GPU, again a graphical process unit for tablets and smartphones, and it was the part of Snapdragon 888 SoC. Yeah, so if you have processor greater than Qualcomm Snapdragon 88 SoC, then definitely this game is going to run smoothly in your device. So now let's look for the requirement, the minimum requirement for iOS device. So let's look into the OS, what OS we going to need. So the OS is going to be iOS 15 or later. If suppose you have iOS 14, iOS 13, iOS 12, this game is not going to support in iOS device. If you look into the RAM, at least 3 GB RAM is required. But if you have iPhone 8 or less than that, definitely this game is not going to support, guys. If we discuss about the processor, the minimum process requirement will be A12 Bionic chip or better. If you have A11 Bionic chip, this game is not going to support that device. So now let's look into the recommended requirements, because those are the minimum. So let's look into the recommended requirements. So if you want your game to be run smoothly like anything, and you should not able to see the frame drop, you at least required iOS 16 OS. RAM should be 6 GB or better, or the processor should be A13 Bionic chip or better. Yes guys, so the biggest question will be that will you able to play CODM and Warzone mobile in the same device or not. So let's look into the Warzone mobile size. So Warzone mobile is size currently about 8 GB, guys. Yes, and after update it may go to 10 GB. And Call of Duty mobile currently size around 30 GB. So you required at least 40 GB space in your device to run both the games smoothly. So if you have device ROM size less than 128 GB or 64 GB, it's not going to support that. I doubt for 128 GB it will be very difficult. The recommended setting would be the 256 GB ROM size to run the both games smoothly, guys. So that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you like the detailed explanation of the specification. Please subscribe for more Warzone mobile videos.